Greetings, lovely people. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you coming on board. I said it in my previous video that it's like every 2-3 months, something is happening in Burkina Faso or Mali, Niger. There will be something happening within the AES territory. Today is Burkina Faso. Ibrahim Traoré don't vessel. Yes. Ibrahim Traoré he made a declaration. He said, Burkina Faso will be the tomb of terrorists, or let me say the cemetery to terrorists. Why did he make this statement, and where and when? There was a meeting held in Burkina Faso. The meeting actually started from 11th March. So when I heard about the meeting, I was like, maybe it might not be something serious. So I was not paying real attention to the meeting. So the meeting ended on the 13th of March. So it was a 3 solid day meeting. That's 72 hours, right? Yes. I know when I'm done with the video, somebody will be like, if this is what the meeting is about, then why not just hold the meeting one day? You can just sort that out. No. The reason why the meeting have to take 3 days, I'll tell you. At the end of the meeting, which is 13th of March, Ibrahim Traoré, the leader of Burkina Faso, met with families of fallen soldiers who went to the battlefield and were not able to come back home. They died. So he engaged with their families at the end of the meeting. So the meeting was actually organized by one agency. It is called the Agency for Support to Widows, Orphans, and Victims of War. This platform is provided, this particular agency or this platform that organized this meeting was established by Ibrahim Traoré to address the concern of the families of the people who went to war and then were not able to return. So the fallen heroes who die at the battlefield. So at the end of the meeting, he engaged them. So the 3-day meeting focused on taking their concern, gathering information, what problem they are having. And lovely people, it is just mind-blowing what Ibrahim Traoré put in place to make sure, what this our young man structured for these people. High respect for Ibrahim Traoré. This is leadership with heart. The man is having the heart of leadership. We can practically right now say that this is leadership for the people, of the people, to the people. Because normally under the former regime, what has been happening is that when the soldiers go on the battlefield and they are not able to return, their family were given some form of compensation, and then they are left to their fate. Their children, the state will not take care of them and all that. No, nothing like that has been happening. So Ibrahim Traoré came on board and then he said, no, we are changing that. Because these people, they are sacrificing their life at the front line for the people to have peace, for us to have time, relax, and build the factories we are building today, for us to organize festival and to live in peace like a country. Without these people on the battlefield, Burkina Faso will not be Burkina Faso. But because the former government has been in bed with, the West, let's put it that way, so they know what's up. All of them are benefiting from whatever, terrorism activity happening there. So Ibrahim Traoré is putting an end to it. This agency had the meeting and gathered concern data about these people, not only under the regime of Ibrahim Traoré, but under the former regime, those who lack support, care of the state after their husbands, fall victim to terrorism. And then they presented it to Ibrahim Traoré. Then Ibrahim Traoré also, with his government, committed themselves to making sure that certain things are provided for these people. The number one thing that Ibrahim Traoré set up for the people is empowerment of widows and orphans. The president emphasized, he said that there's a need for us to empower the women, the widows whose husband died as a result of fighting for the homeland. So they put up 3 key initiatives under this program of empowerment of widows and orphans. So let me list them. The first one is entrepreneurship support. So the state financing fund will be made available to assist widows of these fallen soldiers who wish to start or grow their businesses. The people who already have businesses, they will make sure that they expand the business for them. So he's practically putting them under full care of the state. Those who do not have any businesses and want to start any other business at all, they will make sure that they provide them with funding of any business of their choice and guide them through to grow the businesses for them. The second thing under this program is employment opportunities. The widows with academic qualifications, those who have gone to school and then they know what's up, you know, before their husband went on the field and then things went the other way. These widows, because they have academic qualifications, they will be given priority in public administration. And there is upcoming, you know, factory recruitment. When you check, Ibrahim Traoré said it, he said there is upcoming, the new factories that they are building now, they are going to make sure that these people will be the top priority so that they will get job. They will be given priority. Okay, so let's say it's a privilege to them. So they will be giving job opportunities in this upcoming recruitment. Additionally, comprehensive database. The government is finalizing a database to ensure efficient and targeted support for these widows and the orphans, together with those who were injured by terrorism. Under the former regime, those who have been affected with injuries, they come home and something small given to them and then they are left to their fate. They were treated badly. I follow this very well, so I know what I'm talking about. I'm not just making it out. They were treated badly. If they were treated good, I don't think there will be the need for this particular meeting right now. All right, so that is the three key initiatives under the first program, which is the empowerment of the orphans and the widows. Now we have a second program on board, which is education and welfare for orphans. Under this program, two things were initiated. Ibrahim Traoré emphasized that there should be long-term care for the children who lost their parents in the fight against terrorism. So he announced construction of schools, special schools with boarding facilities will be built for these particular orphans, because these orphans, they don't only need just educational support, but they also need emotional support. So things must be a little bit different from that angle. Okay, it cannot be like the normal one, because these are children of victims who lost their life fighting for the state. So he strategized a little bit special care for them to honor their parents. That is the second thing. I told you the program is education and welfare for the orphans. So two programs. The first one is the construction of special school for them and full educational coverage. The government will fully cover their education cost from one to last. They will attend education to wherever they want to stop. The government, the state will fund them, ensuring access to quality learning environment for them to honor their parents. Number three program organized for these people is legal reforms and psychosocial support or emotional support. So under this particular program, which is the legal reforms and emotional support, Ibrahim Traoré acknowledged the need for better legal structure and emotional support for these particular people, because most of the time these people, they go through emotional challenges and there's nobody there for them. So they put up two key initiatives. The first one is to harmonize legal framework. Right now, currently, as I'm speaking, efforts are underway to unify laws regarding the care for these widows and orphans within the defense and security forces. The second one is the initiative of psychosocial care, which is emotional care. The government recognized the challenges they face because of the losses of their loved ones who were fighting for the nation. They are committed to making sure that through the government, they receive proper mental health support, proper mental health support from the government, from the state. And the reason why the meeting took 3 days is because these people are many. The women, the children, gathering this information one after the other took 3 solid days for this agency of support to widows, orphans, and victims of war. This is the agency that organized this or that hosted this particular conversation. You know, it was chartered by Ibrahim Traoré to make sure that they get this consent from these people so that the state can get involved. So because of how many they are, that is why the meeting took like 3 days. Now, when Ibrahim Traoré receiving the concern of these people and how some of them have been neglected, and looking at the sacrifices that their loved ones have gone through on the battlefield, he himself being the president who have been on the battlefield and to experience anything or whatever you can talk about on the battlefield, this man experienced these things. Then he declared, out of anger, and then he declared that, look, if the terrorists will not leave the territory, to make sure that they don't disappoint the fallen soldiers, the fallen heroes who are fighting for the countries, Burkina Faso is going to be the cemetery for the terrorists, or the tomb for the terrorists. Then he declared that. Lovely people, you can see that this is a man whose heart is up for the people, a man who is understanding every situation. This is the only president in Africa right now, when you check his activities, if he's not in the farm with the women, he is gone to the field to go and see the soldiers. He's at the construction site. They are building free houses for people. He's commissioning a tomato processing factory or some factory over there. He is a field president, I'm telling you. Lovely people, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me not talk too much about this.